I get it, you studied English for a long time and you still see no results. You tried everything. You read books, watching movies, taking conversation classes, yet you feel like you're not making any progress. The point is that you want to become fluent, you want it fast, you want it now. But what if you set a goal that is just too high and now you just don't know how to reach it? Don't worry my friend, because you're in the right place. This is Albert and I'm your guide for reaching full fluency. Let's begin. What I'm about to give you here is a very simple trick, something that you can do right now at no extra cost and no extra time, no extra anything actually. It's the power of tracking results. I know you probably thought about something a little sexier than that, but actually it all comes down to actually track your results. Basically, if you want to achieve a goal, you want to track it through time. Do you remember when you were a kid and you were visiting your relatives? They were just pinching your cheek, saying, "Oh, how much you grew." You probably thought to yourself, no, it's not true, like I haven't grown really. You don't see them until you measure them. That's the power of tracking your results. It's like you are looking at yourself from another external point of view. So back in 2018, I was just starting teaching English when I noticed that most of my students were struggling to see real results. They were improving, but they weren't seeing it. And I too struggled because I was trying to show them their improvement, but it was all too hard. So I started designing a simple table to measure their progress. I started just by listing the skills that are needed to speak English fluently, and every month I started checking on them, asking them how confident they felt about those skills. And this is when the magic happened, because the very fact of tracking those results made them quickly realize that they were improving, and some of them were improving even dramatically fast, and that was their starting point. So now it's your turn. Starting from today, I want you to start measuring your results. But I want to make your life easier, so for this reason, I prepared a nice and easy Excel table that you can download right down here in the link in the description. You'll find a very easy to understand table to use only once a month, preferably on the same day. And you're going to ask yourself, how confident do you feel for each skill? For example, how confident am I in my speaking skills? Over the table on the right, you can clearly see what the numbers refer to, and on the left, you're going to place as many X's as you feel confident that particular month. Then you want to make yourself a very important question: where am I heading? This very simple but very effective question makes you wonder exactly where you are in your journey. You want to imagine yourself like you're a very big ship. You have no radar. The only thing you have is where you were before. Once you ask yourself, where am I heading? It means that you saw where you were 1 month ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, and you're asking yourself, if I keep going this way, where am I going? Just measure yourself and see where you're heading. If you're heading in the good direction, keep doing what you're doing. If you feel that something is not right, just adjust a little bit your aim. This, my friend, takes away all of the stress and the anxiety and the heaviness of having a goal, right, to reach that you feel too big in front of yourself. And if you feel anxious at the moment, my next advice, my friend, is to even stop thinking about your goal. Stop thinking about being fluent and just focus on what you can do right now, today, to actually become more fluent. In other words, take the list that you just downloaded, identify the one skill that needs the most improving, and just focus on that. All the energy you have has to be focused on the present moment, and the only way to actually measure if you're going in the right direction or not is not by comparing yourself with others. Never in your life, my friend. It's only to compare yourself with yourself of 1 month ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago. At the same time, my friend, this very question will take away your fear of failure. Why? Because you're not even looking at the future anymore, you're just looking at the past, and you're just comparing yourself with your past self. This is simple, and just like any simple thing, is the most effective. So if you like this video and you feel like it could help you, write down in the comments in which skill do you feel less confident. I'm so curious and interested in knowing who am I helping with these videos and who am I actually reaching. And lastly, I want to spend the last few seconds celebrating the first 10 people that joined this channel. This is a brand new channel and I know that 10 may be a very small number, but at the same time, that's not even a number, that's people, and that's actually you deciding to watch this video. So thank you so much for this, thank you for your support, and I'm here to tell you that in this channel I'm going to post a lot of content specifically designed to make your English fluency journey faster and stronger. So if this is your goal, subscribe to this channel, you won't regret it. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers!